Yo, what's going on, everybody? NGS back again for a spontaneous, off-the-cuff reaction to this amazing announcement. I literally had to pull over my car onto the side of the street. Well, actually, that's a lie. I'm making this out to be something that it isn't, ladies and gentlemen. I literally just got home and, yeah, I'm recording the video in the car because I just really want to talk about this. So, you read that title right. Walt Disney is working on a live-action Lion King movie. Pause for effect. I'm going to try to pause frequently throughout this video. I'm trying to my very best, but there's just so much I want to talk about in such a short amount of time that I'm probably going to fail and stumble over my words. So bear with me. You've been warned. There's so much to say with this. So let's just start right off the bat. Another Walt Disney live action remake. You know, people have been talking about this for years. Like, oh, you know, they're doing Cinderella and Maleficent and Alice in Wonderland. But what's kind of funny is that me and my boy Young Rots112, Rob, who I do the NXP podcast with and I do the Batman Telltale reviews, we were talking that, you know, Disney's doing a lot of these remakes, but there's one particular property, one popular property that they just don't want to touch. And that was The Lion King. You know, there are many reasons why people assumed why Disney wouldn't do such and such thing. Some people think it's out of respect for the property. You know, out of all the Disney things, they don't how do I say this? They don't milk The Lion King as much as the other stuff. I mean, it had its, you know, obligatory direct-to-video sequel. It had its midquel, and apparently there's a really cringe TV series out that we're not going to talk about. Yeah, it had those things, but outside of like that, it's been pretty quiet, which, you know, you can attribute that to respect. In most cases, you could attribute that to how in the world are you going to modernize Lion King for the 21st century. That's so funny. It sounds like we're in the early 2000s. Oh my God, I'm so showing my age. It's like, how are you going to bring The Lion King up to, you know, live action standards? Apparently they're doing it because the Jungle Book fucking worked, man. If any of y'all have seen the new live action Jungle Book movie directed by the amazingly talented Jon Favreau, you watch that movie and you're thinking to yourself, yo, if they can pull this off, when the heck is The Lion King happening? And here we are, not even a year out from the Jungle Book, we have an announcement that it's not only coming out, but it's being worked on by Jon Favreau, the dude who gave us Jungle Book, Chef, the first two, the first Iron Man movie, and then apparently there was a second one that we don't talk about. But he was Happy Hogan, so that was awesome. Yeah, so he coming back on this, I actually kind of find funny because, like, I look at it like they were in, like, the boardroom. They were saying, like, well, y'all, Jungle Book grossed close to $1 billion. Yes, very good. So we can work on a sequel to it and make another $1 billion. Yes, very good. But let's try to be different. Let's do something that people aren't expecting. Let's do The Lion King. Oh, yes. Like another movie that made like $1 billion at the box office. Now, I don't know if that's exactly how it went down. That's an oversimplification. But it'd be funny if they were working on a Jungle Book sequel and they were just like, yo, John, we know you're good with animals, bro. So can you do another animal movie with us? Except that these animals ain't gonna have no humans in it. And he's just like, can I do Iron Man 4? No. Ah, dang it. Iron Man 4. We need that to happen. To make up for 3 and 2. Anyways, yeah, let's talk about that bit right there. What style is this movie going to be? Because I know a lot of people think, oh, live action movie. You know, Maleficent, it worked because, you know, Maleficent is more of a humanoid figure. It worked for the Jungle Book because you have Mowgli and you have the village. But with The Lion King, how is that going to be live action? Now, there are two possible scenarios that I could picture this. First scenario is they do it a la Lion King Broadway, where they actually have people portraying the animals. Second option is it's going to be full-blown CG, but more realistic. So it's not going to be animated like, you know, you see the, you know, dozens of animated movies that come out nowadays. It's going to be more realistic like the Jungle Book. And then they'll have actors mocapping and doing the voice acting and all that, yada. I'm more inclined to believe the second one because the first one, it makes no sense, man. Like, the reason why it worked with The Lion King on Broadway is because it was a Broadway show. It's a different interpretation of the story. So obviously the medium is going to have some differences. When you're going from an animated movie to a live action movie, it's kind of like, you know, like, really? So I'm thinking they're going to go the second route where it's going to be more realistic CG, but they're going to have actors mocapping the performances and all that stuff, which is interesting. But at the same time, you can make the argument that, well, if it's just going to be a CG movie, like, what the heck's the point? You might as well just watch the animated one. Very true. So that's what I'm kind of skeptical on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all for, new interpretations of the stories, different way to retell them, because, the story of The Lion King is not original. It's basically Hamlet with lions. We know that. We've known that for years, like 2 decades now. The Lion King is like, 22 years old now? Holy shit. So I'm really interested to see how they're going to pull this off. Now's the fun part. We don't know the actual date of this movie, but we have a couple of years till this movie comes out, right? Because Disney has a lot of other things in the pipeline. We got Beauty and the Beast coming out next year. There's apparently the Genie movie and a Cruella de Vil movie and a Dumbo movie with Tim Burton. They got a lot of things. So I think Lion King is more on the back end of things. But we can spend some time thinking about some fan castings. Who are they going to play? Who's going to play this character? Now, we already know my girl, my homie Lupita, she is going to get a call for either Nala or Sarabi. We already know that's coming. That's a given. There's been some interesting fan castings on who should play Mufasa. Personally, to me, I think they might as well just get this man Idris Elba since they have him on call. I mean, this dude's in friggin' Thor. He was in Zootopia. He was in Jungle Book. Just say, yo, you want to come back and play Mufasa? And he's just like, well, shit, I played a bad guy in the last one. Let me play a good guy. 2 sides of the same coin. They can do a lot of stuff with that. For Simba, oh man, shit, Chris Evans. Just get all the Marvel people and just come play the characters. Do it. Because they already have everybody in Hollywood now. But what I'm more interested in is who's going to play that evil, conniving Scar, man. Because I know people are throwing out Benedict Cumberbatch. People are throwing out, Hugh Laurie from House. People are throwing out Tom Hiddleston. Those are like my top 3 right there. But what I'm thinking is that they do something unconventional. Like, you think Benedict Cumberbatch for Scar because, he's got that really good voice. Nah, don't cast Benedict Cumberbatch as Scar. Cast that dude as Zazu. Do it, man. And while you're at it, cast Key and Peele as Timon and Pumbaa. I know that's obvious, but come on. It just because it's obvious doesn't mean it wouldn't work. Oh, man. But yeah, the fan castings aside, I'm really excited for this movie, but at the same time, I'm cautiously optimistic about it. Like, we know this movie is at least like 2-3 years out. So, we're going to have to follow this until it comes out. But I'm just excited, man, because out of all the live action movies, most of the ones that Disney has put out have been pretty meh to average, But when you get something like The Jungle Book, that was a true, genuine gem. Jungle Book's one of my favorite movies this year. When it's really that good, it gives me hope for the future. And the fact that they're bringing back Jon Favreau is just more icing on the cake. Oh, man, I'm excited, man. Like, y'all know me, The Lion King is my #1 favorite movie of all time. So I'm so passionately excited about this, but at the same time, I'm very skeptical and optimistic. Oh, either way, comment down below what y'all think about this. I can't believe it, man. The Lion King, bro. The friggin' Lion King. Oh, I know I'm going to get at least 1 or 2 comments saying, oh, great, Disney's milking another property. Let me go off into my 6-paragraph essay about why Disney's milking all their old stuff and creating new stuff. Like, we know that's going to happen. Come on, y'all. That was 2009. That was me in 2009. Let's move past that and be constructive. Anyways, if you made it to the end of the video, comment down below. If you're watching this in 1440p, comment down below. From me to you for now, my name is NGS signing out. And like always, I will catch you guys later. Peace.